nice signal for sure, especially at this hour. I am actually, today is my first day really running this gear at length. I've got a brand new Kenwood 890S. We're running in the full 8K wide on AM, 20 watts out into an ACOM 1000. Resting carrier of about 215 going into that. So, and the output is, let's see, I'm looking at it now, and it's right about 1,000 watts out, 1,012 on one of those peaks I just saw. So that's what we got going here, and that's running into a brand new Ameritron ATR 30 roller inductor tuner, which we just upgraded from a smaller, more light-duty one. So that's what we got going on here. We're running a PreSonus microphone known in the recording industry, and this one here is designed for podcasts and broadcasts, so we got that on a boom. This is not the AM station. I was attempting to get that on earlier today, but I realized that I'd cleaned out all of my audio profiles in the Behringer UltraCurve Pro, so I had to start from photos that I took of the display, which I just located, and now we have one profile in there, and that station can actually go on, but you really have to get this, if you know how super seniors work. They're very, very touchy on SWR, so and I'm still getting used to this new tuner, so that's going to take some work. But anyway, so we got a super senior for 80 and 40. One of the more recent releases, and we're running the Behringer UltraCurve. We're using just the limiter and the third octave EQ in that. And let's see, we also have the Behringer tubed preamp. So there's an EV320 microphone that goes directly into that, and that's the AM station. So that sits on an AV cart. There's an ICOM ICR75 receiver and a big clip center channel speaker on top for monitoring. But we use phones here mostly. So that's the real AM station. But in a pinch, we're running this newer gear and seeing how it works. And anyway, there it is. And you can let me know how the audio is. I met a new station today, also not too far from me in this state, and we were talking about EQ settings, and he was saying that there was a bit of a lot of low end coming through, and I didn't get a chance to turn that slider down on the EQ when we were talking. So anyways, with that long dissertation, because this is a mode known for that sort of thing, I'll turn this right back to you there, Larry. W1JZR for ID. Back to NE1S. Go ahead.
Yeah, very good, Gary. W1JZR, NE1S. Well, I think you sound fabulous. Very clean, and I can see how someone who's not used to hearing a lot of AM and good fidelity signal might complain about too much low end, but I'm not going to complain about it. It sounds very good. You may need a little bit more presence rise when conditions get rough, but I think you sound very natural, and I have absolutely no complaints. I've heard a few of those TS-890s on, and they've all sounded good. My one modern rig, what I consider a modern rig as far as the transceiver goes, is a Kenwood TS-440S that I I bought back in 1986 when it was new. And I've never had the need for anything else in terms of a whiz-bang SSB capable transceiver. Most of the time when I'm running sideband, I'm running something older, as I said earlier. But you know, I consider the 440 as my modern rig, and other people are considering it vintage at this point. I do have some more modern gear, but they're not transceivers. I have some, you know, inexpensive SDR hardware that I like to play with and stuff like that. But in terms of anything that transmits, that's the most modern piece of gear I have. And very good on the K7 DIY rigs. Heard a lot of those on. Yes, they are very, very touchy to both peak power and SWR. And you hear a lot of, as WA1QIX likes to call them, unscheduled ends of transmissions. And you probably know Tim as well, WA1HLR. He calls them K7 DII rigs because they're always going off to the air. But if you have them, there's some people who have learned to operate them with the correct processing to limit the positive peaks and everything, and with a good match to their antenna system, and they seem not to have the problem. Hopefully you're one of those. But that Class D technology is very efficient technology for AM, and so is the Class E technology, which is even more efficient. But I have neither. Anyway, had a great signal, so I thought I'd call in. I haven't put on 40 meters for at least a week here. 40 meter AM, so I thought I'd fire up. Rainy day out there, so good day to get on the radio. But it looks like supper time's coming up, so I'm going to go upstairs and help the XYL with that. So 73, good talking to you. Nice making your acquaintance. Hope to hear you again, and I'll try to call into that main potato net before too long. Probably be after 6:30 some evening. And if I'm not quite on frequency, please try to tolerate it, because like I say, I like running older gear. So I'll listen for your final. 73 for now. W1JZR, NE1S.
All right, fine business, Larry. NE1S indeed, with W1JZR. And yeah, all right. This has been a fun day. I logged in 3 AM contacts so far, you being number 3, of course, on this modern gear. Well, you know, I do have one big military tube running in the amplifier. And I was speaking with Greg earlier today, and well, I was kind of running it up just a little bit with the long key downs. It gets pretty hot, even though it does have a blower and a chimney and all that kind of stuff, but hey, what are you going to do? So we try to shorten up the key down times a little bit until we get that external pusher fan there on the back. But anyways, with that, yeah, I'm very eager to get the other station up, the AM station up and running. But like I say, I'm still fiddling around with SWR, and I really don't want that thing kicking off. But you are correct, what Steve says about that. And I had cracked up when you mentioned that. Unscheduled. Yeah, unscheduled for sure. I've been through a lot of those when I first got this about 2.5 years ago. So. But we finally started getting it down. Anyway, with that, again, Larry, if you can join us, you can check in anytime. The net generally runs an hour to an hour and a half, so, you know, we're still going on after 8 o'clock, so you can check in anytime. We have a check-in usually halfway through the list. I'll do a call out. then, of course, at the very end, we do a call out just in case there are some late attendees that would like to get in quick. So you can come in at 7 or in the middle of the net or a bit later. We'll do those call outs. All right. 73 to you and yours, and yeah, hopefully we'll hook up again around these parts, and I may even send you an email if that's good on QRZ, which I did with Greg earlier today. All right, have a very good evening, and if you can join us tonight, that would be fine. I run it tonight through Saturday, and those are my evenings, so you can catch me there. And with that, NE1S, W1JZR, and we're going to be, I think I'll be QRT. Maybe do some testing on the other station on a different band, see what happens. And with that, have a good night.